Hello humans! And I was like, what are you talking about? I can't not work for 3 weeks. I was really scared to do this. Hello humans! My name is Chisa Moon and welcome to AAPI Diaries. 6 months ago, November 2021, I was standing on a chair at my work as a restaurant server. The chair was unstable and I dropped onto the floor. My first response after I sort of opened my eyes and oh my god, what happened, was I'm okay. Scan my body, shake it off, let's go because we gotta open a restaurant. Next day I woke up and I couldn't even roll over. And the next day the same. So my boss sent me to a workers' comp doctor and they told me to stay home for the next 3 weeks. And I was like, what are you talking about? I can't not work for 3 weeks. Except for the pandemic lockdowns that most of us non-essential workers have gone through, I had never not worked ever since I was high school student. My initial reaction was, this is overboard. I don't need 3 weeks off. I better get back to work ASAP. But now it has been 6 months and I still haven't returned to work other than in January. I tried to work and my body fell apart in the middle of the lunch rush. I had to drop everything and sit down when everybody really needed me. So I haven't returned to work ever since. Yeah, it's really heavy because for someone whose self-worth had heavily been sort of intertwined with the ability to show up and do the labor and to be able to offer help for other people needing help, I am starting to find out is really messing with my ego. And I'm smiling because I am finally starting to accept all of us need help at some point in our lives and it's okay. But it hasn't always been that graceful. Injuring myself, needing so much care from so many people like massage therapist, physical therapist, doctor, spine specialist, hip specialist, psychotherapist. I have been so uncomfortable, to say the least. And I really had to sort of face that fact. Why is it that I am so uncomfortable needing the care and being in the spotlight? I realized, whoa, I really need to love myself. I deserve the care and love because I am a human. Imposter syndrome is really something that I paid attention to the last 6 months because there was no way around it. And I imagine that a lot of you who are watching this video can relate in your own sort of circumstances and your background and in your stories. But when you don't feel like you deserve the love and care for just being yourself, it can be a big intervention in your sort of world of self-worth. That's sort of where I was at recently. I quite recently realized that I am a first-generation immigrant. That is who I am. And having the language to describe my journey has really changed the game for me. So I was watching the other day Dr. Brené Brown's The Atlas of the Heart. She is a emotion researcher and most famously known for her research on vulnerability. And she was talking about how important it is to have language to identify each and every emotion that we are experiencing in order for us to understand what we're going through. And it really clicked for me. Having the language to describe and understand and to be able to celebrate who I am as a first-generation immigrant really changed the game for me. And so being on YouTube and having this channel is one of the wildest ways to try to celebrate myself, and it's very scary and exciting at the same time. As Glennon Doyle would say, skited. I am very skited. Boy, this has been very nerve-wracking. So back to AAPI Heritage Month. and why I feel so proud to celebrate the AAPI Heritage Month in May. I didn't really see myself growing up around me. I didn't see my face. I didn't see who I am in the physical communities or in the media. And so I wanted to share myself, not really because I am confident. It was actually quite a contrary. I always sort of thought that nobody would be interested. It would be kind of embarrassing to put myself out there on social media, YouTube channel, in my sort of limited idea of self-confidence, self-image, being the immigrant, being a woman of color, being from a family. Anyways, we'll talk more about my family background perhaps in another video. I used to think, wow, why is it that I always feel a little bit like an outsider all the time? And all I really wanted to do was to assimilate, to be able to survive and do well. And I am now seeing that that's not living. I really want to live now. I want to celebrate who I am as a first-generation immigrant, a woman of color who is an artist, who is so curious about all these expanding parts of myself, and who wants to take risks in her life and to shine doing what she likes to do instead of something that is practical about her life, because that's what I've been doing all my life. That's what I really want. It's making me emotional saying this right now because I really feel like it's my time. And it's your time too. And so once again, how the heck I fell off a chair at work and now I'm becoming a YouTuber? It's because I say hell to that quiet, pleasant immigrant BS that I created for myself and maintained for myself. I am ready to come out of my shell and show myself to the world and share my stories in hopes that you, the viewers, can see a piece of you in a piece of my story. I want to thank you for stopping by and taking your chance on me and to watch this video of no one. You don't know me. I truly loved hanging out with you all. If you are interested in seeing more stories like this, please do subscribe and also click that like button. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking that 1 second, 1 moment to do that for me. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you next Friday. And here's a top secret for those of you who stayed till the very end of the video. There is no chop and judo! Seriously, stop saying that. It's offensive. Okay, humans. Thanks for stopping by. Bye now.
Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe